And we are testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I think we will fly around Washington. There's Star Wars. Yeah, get rid of. Star Wars is off. Hide icons. And right into the simulator. There we go. Pretty easy to run. Once you have it installed, just have a basic flight stick. You don't need a cockpit or anything else. Let's see. I think it's on my, just a simple, running off a laptop. You got a fast enough one. Keyboard. I run it on a gaming computer. And I know Damon and Dave, they have their system, but it's more set up as a racing system, but not that expensive to configure anything. Okay, we're going to all. There's a biospheres in the background. AI controlled and designed, multi-layered. Let's find Steam. There we go. Launch. Get a bunch of other demos and stuff in games, but this is a little more in depth. And you never know. Just one day, what if something happens to the pilots and you have to take control? It's pretty easy to land. Even without having AI, I think Microsoft might be incorporating it into a lot of aircraft, so it's like a one-button engagement, and then you just oversee it. You can disengage and quickly go back and forth, take control of the aircraft. If you think the AI is not going to survive, sometimes the AI could get confused if it's not configured for altitude setup. So you do have to oversee it with humans, so you don't fly into the side of a mountain, which proper oversight's easy. You can just take over controls, elevate, get to the proper elevation, and there's a calibration. Hit B, so you go into control mode. You hit B on the keyboard. It calibrates the pressure altimeter. I'm not sure if it's through a. I know there's a barometric pressure one, which I think it has to be calibrated. And I got it set for the AI talking, so it'll actually talk as it goes through here, loads it up, and 67%. And there we go. Now let's go to Seattle. Seattle, where that guy hijacked the plane. So we'll fly there, departure, and arrival. And we'll go low altitude airways. And let's pick a similar aircraft. What it was that flew. It's a commuter. Some sort of commuter. I think there might be one in here. I could do an Airbus. Let's see. Maybe I'll do a Boeing 747 loop to loop, because he did it in the commuter. Yeah, let's see. Some jets. No, so let's do a 747. Go big. Go home. Okay. There we go. Liveries. World travel. Orbit. That's the orbit. And we're going to go live weather. And there we go. Hit fly. And it's fairly quick to load up. And once you're in there, you can engage or disengage the AI control. I got it mapped out to one button, so I just click one button, it takes over. Or I can take back control. And got the views. Very simple setup. Throttle control, rudder, twist. You don't need pedals. You don't need all the other stuff. It'll work just as good here, especially if you're using the AI to you're just overseeing it. And then, but sometimes you might want to land. Sometimes you might want to take off, or just sightsee, or pull loop-de-loops, which is what I'm going to try to do. Loading. Please wait. 80%. Boeing 747. Little tidbits there. And I don't even have the graphics set that high. I think it reset itself. It did an update. It says ready to fly. There he is. It may, and it'll control. Sometimes it misses it. I'm just going to skip it. Go right to the, so let's just set up, just doing a different angle. Yeah. It is easier to be kind of so you can see your yoke, and then outside, zoom in a bit. So you want to be able to, it will auto recenter itself. And we go up to AI control. So I don't even have to configure anything. It'll configure it itself. But before I do that, I'm just hitting B. So I got barometric pressure while I got control. Now we're going AI. AI engaged. AI is doing everything. Look, I got my controller. Not doing anything. Cameras. And I just oversee them. And I can just push one button here and take over control. So I don't even have to keep that window open. Back inside. Just seeing what kind of airspeed we got going. 137. Usually it's about a 160 rotate. Just make sure it's rotating. If not, I'll take over and continue the rotation. 180. Oh, it skipped. It bounced back down. I might have to take over. Yes, taking over. There we go. Okay. Took over. I've got full control. And we're going to flaps up, gear up. Yeah, I can actually go up pretty high. My airspeed's getting up to like 200. Pretty cool. And look, I can just one button. There, I just engage the AI. And once it gets up to a certain altitude, usually it's pretty good. Yeah, and now it's going to turn around and try to land. I'm just going to disengage it. I want to do a loop to loop. So so I'm ignoring orders. I'm going to try to get some altitude. There's the narrows. Huh, my light is on. I didn't even know that. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's a mountain. Oh, that must be the islands he crashed onto. Okay, let's level out, and we're gonna. Yeah, I got control. Here's field straight ahead. And we're gonna go up a bit. I think I can turn these lights up a bit. Panel colors. Yeah, there we go. overhead, brightness. Yeah, I don't even know where the other ones are. These are very slow and lumbering. No, I don't think. I think I gotta get more altitude. Okay, we're going down, and then we're gonna going up. I bet you up to about maybe 10,000. We're gonna go. We're going. Pushing the yoke forward to keep it inverted. Oh, still trying to keep it. I gotta keep it going. Oh, it's gonna start stalling, so I better get the nose down. And pull out, pull out. 500. Wow. It doesn't handle that good. That was pretty neat. Oh, I bet. Bring her back. Back. And I can. Okay. Now let's land it proper. So let's engage the AI. I'm going to turn that flashlight off too. Oh, as long as I go here, I can go there and click it on, or I got it to a button, so I just hit the button. It just engaged it, so I didn't even have to open that window. Now the AI pilot, I can still change the views. You can get the message. AI pilot is coming in to land at Seattle, Tacoma. I'm not sure the approach pattern, but it is kind of neat to watch it from this angle. Just look and see. Yeah, it actually, I think it's still recording. But very simple. And like I said, you could, Dan Martell could take his laptop and a flight stick, and if he gets bored on a flight, race his pilot. Take off on the same plane from the same airport. He'll be taking off after he gets in the air. And race him to the destination. See how accurate the times are. If you maintain. I did it once on an airplane from Detroit to Houston in 2004, and I caught up to the plane. And a Mexican guy sitting beside me, an engineer out of Detroit. He starts pointing out the window that the terrain was the same as what's on my laptop. It looked the same. And then all the other passengers thought that I was taking over the plane or hijacking it or something. So they told me to shut it off, and then they detained me at the airport in Houston. And I mean, I did have a company that did simulators and simulations, so they interrogated me for a bit, and that was about it. I didn't get it put on any no-fly lists or anything. And I was down there for a video game PGA Tour tournament, and they're giving away like 50 grand or something. If you finish last place, you still went home with $500, I think, in your pocket. It's pretty good. As a professional esports player before it became known. It's like started in like 99. Actually, that's when it first started out, when the Quake had their Quake Wars with Thresh, and Thresh was a champion. He won a Ferrari, I think, off John Carmack, the programmer who made Quake 1, which is one of the best ones ever. Like everyone, well, I mean, a lot of the other ones, Unreal Tournament, Quake 2, 3, they're all good, but Doom and Quake 1. Quake 1 was the first multiplayer first-person shooter. Rocket jumping, there was clan wars, and it was all dial-up. You had low-ping bastards, and you had all these terminologies. And that's where I got these Stanford Stooge bots and client-side proxy bots I used to program because no one could figure it out. You had to pretty much program it manually. I think you had to launch the bot and then launch the game and connect the game to the bot through a client-side proxy. So you had to type in command lines, which is just like a 127 client-side command line. And it connects to itself and then starts communicating with the AI bot, and then you just adjust the settings and you go out there and you just decimate ever. I used to have clans. Me and one other guy would take on 10 people from another clan, and they couldn't even touch us. They couldn't even walk in the room without getting headshotted. And I got the same thing. I get even better bots with like Unreal Tournament. I got some videos on my YouTube feed out there. This thing is just running. It's like just laser focus, especially the laser shots or weapons, because lasers are pretty much the speed of light. But if you could target and shoot just as fast, it's a perfect defense system. And we're coming back. The AI, I don't know what route they're going, but it's over. They're probably lining up to come in on the back side of the runway from where I took off. See the airport in the distance. And I can go there. There's a map. I can put the ISO lines for the hills. See all the hills? That's the danger areas. You gotta be at a certain altitude. And here it's like a alleyway where they'll route them. I'm coming in. There I am. Why it's not showing it? Usually they'll have the bars, but because I took off, but yeah, it's over there. Yeah, he's probably going to start turning soon. I'm just going to leave it on. It's kind of interesting. I mean, kind of boring, but if you're into flying, it is kind of neat. And the scenery, like, look at that. That's at the low setting. Like, I could have it even higher, but if you keep it at a lower setting, you get higher frame rates. So frames per second. And you got to have a decent computer. But it looks a little more, it feels a little more smooth and real. And I'm not sure how long my phone's going to last. A lot of times it'll start overheating when you're running all these high-res recording softwares. And this is only, I fill the hard drives up too quick. So let's see this. Maybe I'll just take over and land it. Let's just take it over. Okay, here we go. Okay. Inside, let's... Oh, yeah, I think I'm still... Okay, you got to get in a good position. You want to be able to see out the window. And you want to be able to see your airspeed. And when you're outside at a decent angle. So that's pretty good there. And we'll just take, I can take control from outside. And you can see the arrow where I got to go to. And airspeed, I know I want to be around 160 when I'm landing. 160, 180. So I'm going, I can start flaps down, gear down, throttle down. I think you got to be below 250 or to have the gear go down. So I'm just going full flaps. Seeing the landing gear. Try the gear again. Why the gear's not coming down? Oh, it is coming down. There we go. So I was getting a little wobbly there as the gear came out. And starting to turn. It is slow and lumbering. I probably got a fully loaded aircraft, including fuel. Putting a little rudder in. They don't want me coming back, but I'm not listening. It's a good little game. I mean, when you're bored on a plane, why not fly it or in your hotel or wherever you are? Real life weather. This is exact weather that's right now. I don't even know where. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see it in 20 nautical miles. See it in the distance. Now I'm doing it on PC just to a regular 40-inch TV. It's not even a gaming TV, and it does good, but you can use any TV as long as it's got an HDMI. It's just automatic. You just go to the source and it's there. I could put it up to 3 or 4 TVs if I wanted to, this video card. And I can see where I gotta fly down the water. Should be a good flight. Little loop-de-doos. Coming down to my airspeed, 215. Slow it down, get it around 200 and then slow it down coming in. I can see the runway, so I gotta come out. See the arrows. So there's Seattle. It's not exactly perfect, but I have, like I said, I got it on really low settings. So it looks pretty good for just trying to. Okay. Yeah, it's a little wobbly. So I'm gonna change the. It is pretty unstable. Let's get behind it a little more. You can see the runway off to the left in the distance. See, I should have the sensitivity set of the rudder. It's kind of getting in a wobble. Whereas normally you keep it. Yeah, I think I'm getting into like an oscillation. Yeah, I think it's because I'm going, maybe I prematurely. airport a little better. Yeah, you got to be. I think I have the sensitivities a little. They reset themselves when all the settings. So I got to go in and change the curve because it's a little twitchy. When it's set up the wrong sensitivities, you'll get in oscillations because there's no null zone. So just trying to. They don't want me landing. They're trying to tell me to go to 5,000. You can see 2 runways, left or right. I might just pick. Coming in, 198. Oh, there's three runways. Yeah, it's in a weird oscillation. I don't know why. It's got to be the sensitivities, or because I'm fully loaded. There's a. Yeah, that could be it. And so the probably a combination, sensitivities and the weight. Because I didn't dump fuel. Don't know that command. So we're just going to try to land if we can. And there is F2, I believe, is the reverse thrusters. Because I am coming in pretty hot. I can throttle off, and I think the runway on the far left looks the longest. So that's what we're going to aim for. Oh, little stutter there. Actually, I could be running out of memory. Actually, no, because I'm not recording, so it must be a configuration. I'm throttling right down because I want to be around 160. There we go. Coming in. Far left, and just making sure I may have to throttle up 170. Good so far. So if you get too slow, it will drop, especially the extra weight. So I'm going to keep her around 170, 180. That's the extra weight. And retired. Oh, we're down. Oh, reverse thrusters. Oh. Oh, spoilers came up too. And you see the reverse thrusters on the engines. And then I just tap the throttle and they shut off. Now I can just go there. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll just the button, just engage the. Oh, that's not going to work. That's an anomaly. I think because I landed the wrong way. So I just engaged the AI pilot and they skidded, apparently. I'll turn it on and off. Back on. I mean, I could manually go land it, but just show you. Okay, let's take over. Let's put flaps up. Throttling up. The brake, get on the trigger, and I just twist the throttle or the stick to move the wheel. And go. Oh, plane there to stop. And this is real life traffic, so those planes are actually there. Let's try to sneak on through. I don't even know where to go park, but I will once I get into this pattern. There, I just put it on again. Huh. Oh, it shut it off my flight. It parked it. Well, there you go. But anyways, it landed safe. Boeing 747, 20 minutes, 26 seconds, real life. Day flight. Restart, back to main menu. And we'll leave it at that. Hopefully this